Hey guys, how are we doing today? This is Wally with LearningNet.com, and in today's Siteground WordPress review, I wanted to talk to you guys about the web hosting itself, what I think about it, talk a little bit about the features, what they offer versus their competitors, the customer service, uptime, all of the important details that you need to know before getting started with Siteground. I've been with Siteground to date as at the time of this video for 14 months. I'm extremely satisfied with the services. I've been able to create 12 websites with them, blogs that I have up online right now. And so I'm just going to share with you my personal experience creating websites with their WordPress hosting itself and which of the three that I prefer to get started with today. So I'm just going to minimize that. That way you guys can see. I'm going to briefly go over first SiteGround's Managed WordPress hosting. As I mentioned, there are three plans that you can choose from. What I recommend all back, guys, is to just get started with the plan that you feel is best for your personal needs. As for me, I've selected the Grow Big plan. That's the one that I have right now. And I'll tell you a little bit later on why is it that I use that plan over the Startup and Go Geek. As you can see, that there are three web hosting plans that you can choose from for the WordPress hosting. There's a startup, which I feel is great for beginners. It's only $3.95 per month. And guys, it'll allow you to host one website, which is all you need if you're a beginner. Gives you 10 gigabytes of web space, and it supports up to 10,000 monthly visitors to your website. The Grow Big plan, which is the one that I have, that I've had for the 14 months that I've been hosting with them, allows for unlimited websites. And that's really why I got started with SiteGround, is because this plan allows me to create unlimited websites for the amount of space and also visitors that I was looking to, host when I got started with them. In addition to the startup plan itself, you'll notice there's some essential features that come with this. You get free WordPress installs. So let me tell you about that. What that means is that the difference that I've noticed with SiteGround versus their competitors is that SiteGround walks beginners step by step into creating their website. They have like a WordPress starter kit, if you will. And basically, once you get started today and you select the plan that you want, once you key in all your details and your information, they're going to actually install WordPress for you. That's great because you don't have to worry about learning how to, install WordPress, trying to figure it out, how to create your website, how to install plugins, how to add or remove themes, editing and adding posts or pages. All of this SiteGround shows you how to do once you get started. And that's one of the second reasons, I told you that I got started because the Grow Big plan offers unlimited websites. But one of the second reasons that I got started when I noticed that, although I already know how to create the websites, I noticed that SiteGround takes you step by step doing that. So I think that's a really good feature that is in place with, SiteGround's hosting itself, is that they assume that the individual that's getting started with them is new, brand spanking new, a beginner, and doesn't have any knowledge or coding or techie experience as well. So anyway, that's what that means with the free WP install. I don't want to go too off the wall, with that. They have a free WordPress migrator tool itself. And what that is if you want to move your website over to SiteGround today, it's free to do that. There's a plugin that you'll install, and from there you can start the migration process over to SiteGround. It's very easy to do. You've taken all the complications out of it, the old way of migrating websites. I think it's absolutely amazing what SiteGround has created with this new plugin that they have specifically for their platform. You'll notice that also they give you free email. There's free Cloudflare, which is really great for promoting high speeds. On average, my web hosting, my websites that I've created load within like 1 second. Even navigating or switching between different pages, like 1 second, which is extremely important. Obviously, when people are searching for you online and they're trying to, load your website from wherever it is that they're located. CDNs help to speed up that process, to speed up the page loads, to speed up serve time. That way your pages load rapidly. SiteGround gives you that for free. These are some other features that come with it. With the Grow Big, you get some premium features as well that, again, just help to promote speed. The Go Geek plan itself is really geared for people that are like developers with high volumes of traffic. If you have a website that already receives high volumes of traffic, the Go Geek plan handles up to 100,000 monthly visitors. I don't have the Go Geek plan. As I mentioned before, I have the Grow Big plan. That plan suits my personal needs. What I recommend you guys to do is just to select one of these three, just depending on what you personally need. But ultimately, I recommend using SiteGround's WordPress hosting over any of their competitors. I mean, there are three top recommended web hosting providers today that are recommended by WordPress.org. One is SiteGround, which we're looking at today, obviously. Bluehost, and the other is DreamHost. So I prefer SiteGround over Bluehost because Bluehost, one, is owned by EIG and have a terrible reputation online. DreamHost is okay for price, but they don't have any phone-based customer service that's free. You actually have to pay to call somebody, if that makes sense. It really doesn't. So I prefer SiteGround. It is one of three top recommended web hosting providers by WordPress.org. I've been using them, as I mentioned before, for 14 months. Extremely happy, with their services. This is a little bit more information on how that WordPress starter works. It takes you step by step from, like installing like plugins, adding themes, for the appearance, trying to customize, your website. It's really, really cool. It shows you how to do that. But once you get started today, they're just going to walk you through it step by step. So I really, really love, WordPress. But as I mentioned before, I wanted to show you guys the cPanel for the WordPress hosting itself for SiteGround. It looks like this. And so once you get started with them, you get access to your cPanel. It looks like this. And you'll see the different tabs that you have here for like adding on domains. If you were to get started with the Grow Big plan or Go Geek, you get add-on plans. But if you have like just the regular startup plan, which is, for beginners, then you'll just be able to host, one website. These are the different CMS platforms that you'll have access to. There's some more that you can click right here and you'll see them. Obviously, for WordPress, most people prefer WordPress. It's more user-friendly, and it's really easy to use even when you're creating additional, websites itself. So this is, in a nutshell, the cPanel that you guys have access to when you get started with SiteGround today. Just wanted to show you guys, what it looks like. And so with that, again, I've been hosting with SiteGround for 14 months. Really, really, pleased with their web hosting services. If you're looking for a reliable WordPress hosting service to create your website today, I highly recommend getting started with SiteGround using the links below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this video if you haven't done so already. I hope you guys much success in your endeavors of creating your next website online. Take care, and I'll see you guys on the next. Take advantage of the special links below.